There's a reason I do what I do. And I don't know what everybody's reason is for reflexology,
Mm-hmm.
but mine was just trying to figure out how the body worked because
Mhm.
when I first started, I was sick and everyone that I loved was dying. And you don't study as hard as you do when you're facing your own mortality or someone that you love,
Oh
right?
yeah.
That is a driving force that you become unstoppable, literally unstoppable.
Yes.
I remember my uncle was the one that was dying from lung cancer. And I remember sitting on his bed and we were both so tired. Like we were both just done. And it took every ounce that I had to keep going. And I didn't because the minute he died, I collapsed for four
Yeah.
months. I couldn't get out of bed. Like it
Wow.
was not okay. And he said, you have to promise me you're going to help people because this system is not. I'm like, I am one person. What the hell do you want me to do? I can't even tell you where my appendix is. Come on. But it was a dying man's wish. And what are you supposed to do? He just would not let it go. And I'm like, listen, like I have to live the rest of my days. Don't make me set myself up for failure here. And he's like, no. And he knew if I promised I would do it. And so he would not stop. And he made me promise that I was going to help people, not having a clue how the heck I was going to do that, knowing I'm only one person. And I was so sick, I couldn't even get my derriere out of bed. Like, I'm like, okay, dude, you know what? I'll promise you, I will figure it out. If I don't meet the maker before I can get to it, that's as good as I can,
Wow.
that's as good as it can get.
Mhm.
And so the only thing I knew was I was booked in for the reflexology course. I I had to take the course on a massage table because I couldn't even sit up. I
Wow.
could I couldn't do it. And I couldn't comprehend anything. The brain fog was real. I remember going through my manual and I'm like, I don't even know how the hell I'm going to do this. There were three people in my live class. I'm the only one that finished. And when I got through it, so my teacher was Patricia Orban. She was super sick too. Like her kidneys and her thyroid were out. So we were quite the pair. Like neither one of us knew if we were going to live to see me certified because it was like she was sick. I ended up taking the reflexology course. I figured out how the body worked together, and understanding that information actually helped me to keep on going until I figured out how to get my body to balance. And in 2012, I actually beat anxiety naturally, which is why I started emotional reflexology. When your heart is in it, no matter whether you know the why or not, you're driven. But the one thing I always knew is that I couldn't do it alone. That is one thing I was crystal clear on right from the beginning. And so when I first started teaching, I was crystal clear that in order to help people, I needed extra thumbs. That's what I needed. I needed extra thumbs to be able to help. My ultimate goal is to create an army of thumbs that are actually able to help people feel better without side effects. That is part of fulfilling my promise.